Welcome, Royal Realms. Have you ever met someone whose presence alone made you feel safe, valued, and understood? Someone whose loyalty is like steel and whose wisdom runs deep? Well, if you have, chances are you've met a Sigma female. But what makes a Sigma female's connection so powerful? How does she create bonds that are unshakable, no matter what storms come her way? There's a story of a woman named Elise. She wasn't the loudest in the room, nor the one seeking attention, but everyone who truly knew her admired her deeply. When her best friend lost everything, her job, her home, her confidence, Elise was the one who stood beside her, silently building her back up step by step. She didn't just offer sympathy, she provided strength. Years later, that same friend would say, "Elise didn't just help me, she saved me." That's the magic of a Sigma female. Sigma females don't just form friendships. They forge unbreakable bonds. Unlike fleeting connections based on convenience, their relationships are rooted in loyalty, depth, and authenticity. So, what's their secret? Why do Sigma females excel at creating relationships that withstand the test of time? Well, ladies, you're about to find out. Stay with me till the end, because these 10 powerful traits will transform the way you connect with others and help you apply Sigma female qualities to build the kind of relationships that are truly unshakable. As Maya Angelou once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." And no one understands this better than a Sigma female. Now let's dive in. Point 1. They build trust through actions, not just words. A Sigma female doesn't waste her breath making empty promises. She lets her actions do the talking. When she says she's got your back, she proves it time and time again. Ladies, trust isn't built overnight, and a Sigma knows this. She's patient, consistent, and reliable, making sure that when she builds a connection, it's one that can weather any storm. And guess what? Because she doesn't fake it, people trust her without question. Point 2, they are masters of deep conversations. Let's be real, shallow talk about the weather. Yeah, that's not her style. A Sigma female thrives on meaningful conversations. She asks thought-provoking questions, listens intently, and makes people feel truly seen and heard. This depth creates an emotional intimacy that most relationships lack. While others may bond over gossip, a Sigma bonds over wisdom, shared dreams, and deep truths. And let's not forget, she's got a low tolerance for nonsense, so if you're being fake, she'll sense it in a heartbeat. Point 3, they have an unshakable sense of loyalty. If a Sigma female calls you her friend, consider yourself chosen. She doesn't let just anyone into her world, but once she does, her loyalty is unmatched. She's the type who remembers the small things, checks in on you when no one else does, and stands by your side even when things get tough. And the best part? She expects nothing in return. She values genuine connections over superficial ones. Point 4, they know when to speak and when to listen. Communication is a lost art, but not for a Sigma. She understands that sometimes people just need to be heard. She's not the type to interrupt or talk over you. She listens with empathy and intention. But when it's time to speak, oh, she speaks with wisdom and impact. And trust me, when she does, people listen. Point 5, they respect boundaries like no other. Sigma females are independent souls, so they understand the importance of space and boundaries. She doesn't force her way into people's lives, and she certainly doesn't overstep. And because she values her own personal space, she naturally extends that same respect to others. This makes her relationships feel safe and comfortable, a rare quality in today's world. Point 6, they offer genuine support, not just empty words. How many times have you heard, "Let me know if you need anything," only for people to disappear when you actually need them? A Sigma female is different. She's the one who shows up when it matters most, whether it's in moments of joy or in times of hardship. Her support is not just verbal. It's real, tangible, and unwavering. Point 7, they have strong emotional intelligence. A Sigma female can read the room effortlessly. She picks up on subtle energy shifts, unspoken words, and emotional cues that are. This makes her an exceptional friend and partner because she can sense when something is wrong even before you say a word. Her emotional intelligence allows her to respond with care and understanding, creating bonds that are deeply fulfilling. Point 8. They inspire others to become their best selves. Sigma females don't just connect with people, they elevate them. She pushes her loved ones to grow, evolve and step into their power. And it's not because she's trying to change them. No, it's because her presence naturally inspires growth. Being around a Sigma means becoming the strongest, most confident version of yourself, and who wouldn't want a bond like that? Point 9. They stay true to themselves, no matter what. In a world full of people-pleasers, the Sigma female stands tall in her authenticity. She doesn't change who she is to fit in or make others comfortable. And this authenticity makes her relationships real and unbreakable, because people know they're getting the real her, not some watered-down version. She teaches others the power of being genuine, and in return, she attracts relationships that are just as real as she is. Point 10. They are selective with their energy. A Sigma female doesn't waste her time on superficial connections. She values quality over quantity, which means every relationship she invests in is deep, meaningful, and built to last. She doesn't chase after people, and she certainly doesn't beg for attention. Instead, she cultivates connections with those who genuinely value and respect her. This ensures that every bond she creates is strong, unbreakable, and filled with mutual respect. Ladies, if there's one thing to remember, it's this: Sigma females don't just make friends. They create lifelong connections that are built on trust, depth, and unwavering loyalty. So, if you're a Sigma female, embrace these traits. And if you know a Sigma female, consider yourself lucky, because bonds like these are rare and priceless. Now, tell me in the comments, what's one trait of a Sigma female that you relate to the most? Let's keep this conversation going, and as always, stay true to yourself, Royal Realms, because the world needs more women like you.